Welcome in to the 20th annual Prebis Memorial Tournament. We are live from Victory Park in North Ridgeville as we get you ready for this high-octane matchup between the Avon Eagles and Akron Hoban. Dave Rivera joined alongside my partner, Max Drummond, as we bring you live video coverage of today's game. On the mound for the Eagles, number 19, Maria Young. Up first for Akron Hoban, your second baseman, number 7, Kaya Rankin. And that one's fouled back out of play.
Gotta imagine we'll see a number of those today.
We got a rainy day here in North Ridgeville. We're glad you're at home watching nice and dry. As Akron Hoban is 10-6 on the year, and Avon is 9-6. So both these teams fairly matched up. And we've got our first out of the game. It's a strikeout as Maria Young sends down Rankin swinging. One out here in the top of the first inning. We want to say thank you to all of our sponsors here today. The Elyria Post of the Ohio State Highway Patrol. Also, Network Land Title Agency in Elyria. Zach Simonoff for Judge. Victory Park, Ohio in North Ridgeville. And Smitty's Place in Elyria. Up second, Savannah Reagan, your shortstop, wearing number 3 today. And that's a swing and a miss.
So far, we're seeing Young throw a lot in the zone, making him have to work for it. She's already got 2 strikes on Reagan here.
Fast-paced game as they're trying to get this in with the weather conditions that are fastly approaching. That ball's fouled back from Reagan. So Reagan is in the hole 0-2 here with 1 out. She makes contact here. It's going to be fielded by the shortstop, Jocelyn Oaks. And Reagan beats out the throw for a single.
Ty certainly going to the runner that time, and great job. Hope it buys some more time for this Knights lineup.
Batting third for the Knights, the right fielder, number 6, Madison Shinigo. 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the first inning. It's Lorain County Sports Network Game of the Week as we're finally bringing some high school softball coverage to the area.
And you notice they're keeping an eye on Reagan. She's stolen 7 bases on the season.
And Maddie Freed, the catcher for Avon, looks her back. And Reagan heads back to first base. And this one is hit, fielded by the third baseman. That's Lauren Robinson. And the throw is not in time as we have back-to-back singles for the Knights. 2 runners on with 1 out here on the top of the first. Akron threatening right now.
And right there, we're seeing just like flat-out effort on display by the base runners here of Hoban. And it's got them 2 aboard now.
And Maria Young is the ace for the Eagles. She's the one on the mound right now. That one's low for ball 1. So you got Reagan at second and Shinigo at first. And this one's going to get past Maddie Freed. Base runners are going to advance. And Maria Young has got to dig in right here, get a nice little strikeout.
Unfortunately for the Eagles, she's used to getting a lot of wear and tear, a lot of extra pitches as she leads the county in pitches this season.
Young with an 8-5 record coming into today's game. And it looks like she's down in the count 3-0. So definitely I would expect Graceland Schultz to be taking this pitch all the way. And that one's low. It's going to walk her, bases loaded.
Even though it does load the bases, that may have been the smarter move. Schultz leading Hoban in RBIs this season. Definitely great hitter for them.
Left fielder, number 22, Ellie Weigand, is up to the plate. And she's got 3 ducks on the pond, ready to cut them home. She was taken all the way there. We got a called strike on that first pitch.
And even despite willing to let that one go by, Young needed to see one back in the zone after 4 straight balls in the previous at-bat.
Here's Young. And that's a called strike. So Young ahead in the count. 0-2. Let's see where she goes with this pitch. Fouled back out of play.
That's the backstop, saving that one.
Yeah.
Another one from leaving.
Avon played yesterday, picked up the victory. Also, Hoban played yesterday and picked up the victory as well.
Both have a little momentum coming into this.
Another foul. Weiland batting an even .400 on the season. She's got 16 hits on the year. And this one's fouled off towards the first base side.
Really doing a good job extending this at-bat here. Trying to avoid getting into a 2-out situation, leave open the possibility for a sacrifice hit.
I want to give a shout out to the whole crew here. Johnny G behind the camera, Edwin Vereen, your producer, as they did a fantastic job setting us up, keeping us nice and dry. As the pass ball is going to get pass freed, and your first run is in for Akron.
That's right, heads up play by Reagan as she gets all the way around the bases now and helps create that lead.
So 1-0 in favor of Hoban, and this pitch is fouled out of play. They got the lights turned on here at Victory Park to try to combat the dark, rainy weather that is here in Northeast Ohio. This will be the first game of 4 that we have for you this weekend. The only game tonight, which is a plus, and then we'll be back in action bright and early tomorrow morning to see the number 2 ranked team in the state. That's Elyria Catholic, as they'll be taking on Marlington tomorrow morning. Young, swing and a miss, and she strikes out Ellie Weigand.
Huge play right there. In the play before, I might add, Maddie Freed, the catcher, saving that from another pass ball and preventing another run. So leads us to a huge at-bat here with Herstich.
2 outs here in the top of the first. Hoban leads 1-0. And up to the plate is third baseman number 27, Adeline Herstich. Herstich batting .378 on the year. 22 hits so far. Only 2 players for Hoban have hit home runs, and Herstich is one of them. See if she can use some of that power right now with the 2 runners on here in the top of the first.
And it's a dangerous spot to be in for the Eagles. Young's already up to close to 20 pitches, and this rain probably not helping.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in to Lorain County Sports Network. Make sure you subscribe so you can get all the notifications. You can watch the replay whenever you want. As the count is 2-1 on Herstich. This one's hit hard to the third baseman. Off her glove. Shortstop's going to be there to pick it up, but Herstich is going to run out the single and get an RBI with it. Makes it 2-0 in favor of the Knights.
That was going to be a tough play regardless.
Yes.
Even if she was able to get a hold of it, getting up and throwing it across the diamond would not have been
Absolutely.
easy.
Stepping up to the plate now is the catcher, number 16, Nevaeh Peters. Peters batting .289 on the year. Here's the pitch from Maria Young. Off speed, gets her looking. Strike one. This one's outside. Maddie Free did a good job of bringing that one in. You don't want a pass ball here in this situation, Max. Another Akron Knight possibly could score.
That's right.
And this one's hit to the second baseman. Routine play. And that will end the inning. As we go to the bottom of the first, it's 2-0 in favor of Akron Hoban. We'll be right back here on the Lorain County Sports Network. Bottom of the first inning here at Victory Park in North Ridgeville. We want to take a few moments to bring you the starting lineup for the Avon Eagles. It's brought to you by the Elyria Post, the Ohio State Highway Patrol. April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and the Ohio State Highway Patrol is reminding everyone, stay in the game, stay focused, never drive distracted. Batting first, shortstop number 6, Jocelyn Oakes. Batting second, your center fielder, number 12, Lauren Fisher. Batting third, the pitcher, number 19, Maria Young. Batting fourth, your first baseman, number 15, Jada Smith. Batting fifth, second baseman, number 11, Natalie Thomas. Batting sixth, your designated player, number 18, Reese Predovich. And batting seventh, third baseman, number 13, Lauren Robinson. Batting eighth, catcher, number 20, Maddie Freed. And batting ninth, your left fielder, number 16, Leah Stanford. And batting 10th is your right fielder, number 14, Jenna Smith. On the mound for the Akron Hoban Knights, Olivia Havanas, who has a 5-3 record on the season. Hoban only pitches 2 players.
Yeah, puts a lot on their shoulders.
One's got 51 innings, and the other's got 49. So 2-0 right now in favor of Akron. The Avon Eagles come in with a 9-6 record overall, as they had some late game heroics yesterday from Jada Smith, as they were able to win the ball game.
Yeah, I think it's huge in this conference that they play in. It's no secret that every year it's competitive, but right now there's so many teams that are ranked, and a lot of teams vying for that conference championship right now. I believe it's North Ridgeville leading the pack in that category.
So up to bat for the Eagles is Jocelyn Oakes. She's going to lead things off here for Avon. She comes in with a .380 batting average. She's only a sophomore. Coach Jason Oakes from the football team of the Avon Eagles is here. Proud dad. Came over and said hello before the broadcast. Olivia Havanas on the mound. And that one is a called strike. We're set up on the third base side of the diamond today.
We're going to have to trust a lot of what's going on behind the plate there.
Yeah. Good thing the umpire's doing a great job with the signals, as it is 2-1 the count on Jocelyn Oakes as she leads off the bottom of the first. And this one's fouled away right to the first base coach. who does a great job of corralling that. What a fantastic facility this is here at Victory Park in North Ridgeville.
And we only got to see the tip of the iceberg so far. Luckily, we were pretty close to the parking lot.
And that one is going to be a ball. So Jocelyn Oaks is going to be the first Avon Eagle on base. Batting second year, center fielder number 12, Lauren Fisher. Fisher is the senior captain on the team, batting .364. And she's going to throw down a bunt. Oh, almost perfect. As it looked like it was just going to stop right there in front of home plate, but drifted with the wind, I think. Foul.
Yeah, it's funny. The elements both trying to play a factor. I mean, because it's wet out, you think the dirt would slow it down, right?
Yeah, it deaded it for sure. So your count is 0-1 here on Lauren Fisher. And we got Maria Young on deck for the Eagles. She showed bunt, pulled it away. I don't think they're going to call a strike there, and the runner will advance. So now Jocelyn Oaks on the base path at second base with no outs. Coach Ken Matusik, he's over here on the third base side by us, giving instructions to Lauren Fisher at the plate. Foul tipped. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Lauren Fisher with a runner in scoring position. That one is a ball, 2-2. She looks like she's trying to slap it real quick just to make contact, put the ball in play to advance that runner.
You got some build up to it, and she's got some speed herself, so if it escapes the infield, don't rule out a double.
Again, good contact. Nice play there by the third baseman. The throw is going to be too late as Adeline Herstich, the throw was a little bit up, and we got 2 on here for Avon as they're quickly threatening here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, it's some great base running on display as well by Oaks as she was able to, what looked like, freeze the third baseman for a moment.
Maria Young is only a freshman, and right now she is heading to the plate. The runner's going at second. They throw it, but I don't think the fielders were prepared for it as the throw was short, especially with a runner on third. I didn't think that she would be throwing down to second base.
Definitely a risky move, and I mean, Fisher, that's going to be steal number 10 on the season, so you knew she was capable, but like you said, not worth a run in that situation.
Nevaeh Peters, the catcher for Akron, well short on that throw to second base. What could have went to the outfield and could have been disastrous for the Knights. That one is low in the dirt. Olivia Havanis on the mound, and the windup. Foul back out of play by Maria Young. One and two is your count.
And we're seeing hitters on both sides doing a good job being patient and extending these at-bats.
She takes that one high and away. So surprising, they just canceled the Guardians game.
Oh wow! Well,
but they are getting heavier rain tonight, so we're hoping that we can get this one in. Count stays at 2-2 after Young fouls this one back. Just got the notification from one of our sports crew members, John Guzik, who you can hear tomorrow, as he will be on the play-by-play call as well as doing some analyst work here for us. We got a great weekend of high school softball in store for you. fouled away. And it looks like it's going to stay in bounds. And fair play is the shortstop, Savannah Reagan, making the play. So Young flies out. I thought the wind was going to take that right on top of us.
Certainly, that's why I stared straight up at our tent that we're fortunate enough to
We have a tent, but I think the ball will go through that tent.
Yeah.
Heading up to bat is your first baseman, number 15, Jada Smith. She's a senior captain, batting .366 for the Eagles. We got 1 out, 2 on here in the bottom of the first. As that first pitch is outside for a ball. On third is Jocelyn Oakes. On second is Lauren Fisher. Olivia Havanis winds up and gets the off-speed pitch. Got Jada Smith swinging early.
We know Smith is capable of swinging for the fences, among the leaders in home runs on the Avon Eagles this season.
So 1-1 is your count. And this one's hit hard into foul play.
And Havana's hasn't had to put much in the zone at this at-bat. We'll see if she can try to place another one like that here.
Ooh, called strike 3 for Jada Smith on the off-speed pitch. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Hoban Knights leading 2-0. Avon threatening as second baseman number 11, Natalie Thomas, comes to the plate. And that one, a called strike on the outside corner. So we got a day-night doubleheader tomorrow scheduled for the Gardos. First pitch at 1:10, second game 6:10. As that one is a fair ball, and Natalie Thomas gets both scorers in. It's a double. I think they're going to call it a ground rule double. 2 RBI score, and we are tied.
And great job there just pulling that one down the line, and you may see the temporary fence set up out there. It went just outside of that, and that's what drew the ground rule double call.
So up to bat, designated player number 18, Reese Predovich. Reese is a senior, batting .233 with 9 ribbies. And we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. She takes a ball for the first pitch. So Avon's got to feel good, Max, that they were able to get those 2 runs back that they gave up in the top of the first.
Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off the freshman pitcher Young.
That one's high, 2-0. Reese Predovich with a runner on second. That's Natalie Thomas. That one's low. 3-0 is the count.
So we're seeing some contrasting styles here from each of the pitchers. Maria Young from Avon really attacked the zone, and we've seen a lot more of working the entire strike zone and even a bit outside of it by Olivia Havanis.
And that's going to be 4 straight balls, and it puts Reese Predovich on first. It's going to bring up your third baseman, number 13, Lauren Robinson. Robinson also a captain. 3 senior captains here for the Eagles, batting .200 on the season. And right now, Eagles threatening with 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the first. And that's a called strike for pitch number 1. On deck is the catcher, Maddie Freed. She's got her gear on still. Let's see if she's able to get to the plate. This one is fouled back and right next to us. 0-2 now. And that one is high. Count now 1-2.
And that one, it looked like it was going to be tough to lay off of, but good job there keeping that bat alive.
And strike 3 called. So that will end the first inning as we head to the top of the second. It's tied at 2 apiece. Welcome back to the top of the second inning as Akron Hoban heading to the plate. Visitor starting lineup brought to you by Smitty's Place in Elyria, a family tradition since 1934. Stop on by their 368 East Bridge Street location in Elyria. Grab a famous Smitty burger today. Smitty's Place, where friends go to meet. Leading off for the Knights is going to be the designated player, number 14, Sophia Nielsen. As Nielsen batting .563 on the year, definitely putting the ball in play.
And just another staggering number, even if she's not making contact or getting hits, on base percentage of almost 600. So, I mean, it's almost a guaranteed boarding the bases.
Fouls that one out of play. Both teams able to put 2 up in their first at-bats. Let's see if the pitchers are able to settle down now and keep this thing close. That one was low. Count is 2-1 on Sophia Nielsen. Foul back out of play. And Maria Young's pitch hits the dirt. It's going to make it a full count now.
It looked like the umpire confirming something down the first baseline. Not entirely certain what he's looking at, but
here we go. Full count here for Sophia Nielsen. Called strike 3. So Maria Young gets the first one down in the inning. And we got 1 out. It's going to bring the catcher, or excuse me, the center fielder to the plate, number 1, Callie Watson. And Watson batting .462 on the year with 18 hits. And first pitch is fouled away.
and much like the first inning, we're seeing a lot in the zone, a lot of hittable pitches, but she's been throwing a lot of heaters to get them past the batters here.
Absolutely. And that off-speed pitch is in there for strike number 2. And Callie Watson finds herself down in the count early.
And that's been a really effective pitch, and she's chosen to use it very seldomly.
And this one is hit to the second baseman, and that's Natalie Thomas who makes the play easily. So 2 out here, top of the second. Kaya Rankin, the second baseman, comes back to the plate. She struck out in the first inning. And a called strike on the first pitch. Kaya Rankin batting .462. And that one is fouled out of play.
And she's invaluable to get on the bases because she's very active with whether it's stolen bases or getting around and getting extra runs. So
on base percentage of .525, sluggo percentage of .600, which is impressive. And she's also got 26 hits on the year. That one's put into play over the second baseman's head, and then the right fielder misplays it. And this might be extra bases as Rankin is already around third and was thinking about heading home as head coach Kevin Yun puts up the stop sign, and here we go with a triple here. I think you can probably give someone an error if you were scoring correctly at home.
I'll tell you what, we talked about it earlier in the inning with the off-speed pitches. That time, Rankin times it up perfectly, able to smash it out at the infield.
Savannah Reagan up to bat, the shortstop. She got a hit in the first inning. She singled. And she puts this one in play. It's going to be get through the gap. 1 run will score. And Reagan has a RBI single to give the Knights a 3-2 lead.
How about that? Not even waiting on it, just got a hold of that first pitch.
Yeah, and it was, you know, perfectly hit right between the second baseman and the shortstop. And it's going to bring Madison Shinigo, the right fielder, up to the plate, who singled in the first. And that one is outside for ball 1. So 2 outs. Young's trying to get out of this inning. Fielded by the shortstop. Jocelyn Oakes makes the play, ends the inning. So it's 3-2 in favor of the Hoban Knights. Don't go anywhere. Avon is up next in the bottom of the second. Welcome back to the Prebis Memorial Tournament, live from Victory Park in North Ridgeville. Today's game is brought to you by the Elyria Post of the Ohio State Highway Patrol. Reminding you guys, April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and the Ohio State Highway Patrol is reminding everyone, stay in the game, stay focused, never drive distracted. As the Avon Eagles are set for their second time up to bat. Leading off is going to be the catcher, number 20, Maddie Freed. Freed, a senior, batting .308 with 1 home run on the season. And she takes ball number 1.
And we've talked about a few of the underclassmen that are impact players, but this Avon lineup, there's a lot of experience and a lot of seniors as well. Many that probably participated in this park before.
That one's fouled back out of play. Evens the count at 1-1. Maddie Freed. It's ball 2. 2-1 your count. As the rain's starting to pick up here a little bit. No thunder or lightning in the forecast. So they plan on getting this in. And now that's another ball, 3-1. Hitters count right here for Maddie Freed. She could take it if she wants to get her a better pitch.
I'm very interested to see how this weather impacts the pitchers specifically and how many of their pitches they're able to use.
It's affected the fielding, I think, more than anything, Max, as that one's hit right back to Havanas, and she makes the easy play out for 1 down.
Yeah, you got to make sure those cleats are clean or you're going to be stuck in the mud trying to make a play on something coming at you.
So batting 9th, the left fielder, number 16, Leah Stanford. Stanford, a senior, batting .278. And that one's fouled out of play. 0-1. So Havanas with 47 innings pitched through 9 games. She's got 8 complete games. As she's a workhorse. She's got 800 pitches on the year.
And that's so valuable for a team like this that really, I mean, they don't use much of a bullpen, if anything. It's able to carry them through a lot of these games.
Stanford makes contact and might drop. Shortstop tried to make the play, unable to do so is Savannah Reagan, as you have Leah Stanford on the second with 1 out here for the Eagles, who are trailing by a score of 3-2. It's going to bring the top of the order back up for Avon. Jocelyn Oakes walked to start the game. And we have Leah Stanford on second. See if Oakes is able to put this ball in play with 1 out. That ball is high.
And it was difficult enough to start the inning, but now, keeping track of weather, you got a great hitter at the plate, and it feels like they have to look over their shoulder every moment. Somebody's at second here for Avon.
Swing and a miss. Teams rolling in here still, as there's more games to be played tonight. Ball is outside. I believe it's 2-1 count. Umpire doing a good job of signaling over to us. And that one is high for a 3-1 count.
And because of these lengthy at-bats, I mean, we're going to see the pitch count continue to pile up. And if Avon continues to be effective getting around the bases like they have, I almost wonder if we'll see another pitcher, which we didn't think coming in.
I doubt it. And that one is low and outside. Oakes draws walk number 2 on the day. And now Avon with 2 runners on and 1 out. Lauren Fisher going to head to the plate, center fielder. You can feel the temperature dropping here as well, as it was in the low 70s to begin, and tomorrow they're calling for highs in the 50s. As the first pitch is off the mark for a ball.
I'm glad I heard you mention that because I thought it was a typo, and I wasn't
No.
going to dress accordingly tomorrow. I'm going to need that hoodie now.
This one's fouled out of play. It's going to even the count at 1-1 for Lauren Fisher, who singled in the first. And that one is hit and fielded by the left fielder. Chance for two. They don't get it as the throw is off the mark. And Leah Stanford is on. I thought the left fielder made the play.
So was able to catch it, and it was a good job. Heads up play there, going back to still tag up before running to third, since it was the fly out to left.
So it brings up Maria Young, the pitcher, with 2 outs. Avon threatening now with 2 runners on, as you have Jocelyn Oakes on third and Leah Stanford on second. And the swing and the miss for the first pitch for Maria Young. Olivia Havanis on the mound for the Akron Hoban Knights with a 5-3 record. And this one's hit hard, and it's going to drop as 2 runs are going to score, and Maria Young's got herself an 2 RBI single. So they're going to have a pinch runner for Maria Young. It's going to be, who we got there? Michaela Jankowski, number 17, will be pitch running. So smart move by Coach Ken Matuzak, getting his pitcher out of the rain, get her a little dry before she has to come back out and pitch. Brings first baseman number 15, Jada Smith, to the plate, who struck out in the first. So bottom of the second inning, Avon takes the lead. It's 4-3 now. And that one's hit, and over the second baseman's head, it's going to drop as we have the runner coming to third, and she is out as Jankowski gets thrown out at third. That will end the inning, but the damage is done. Avon takes the lead 4-3 as we head to the top of the third. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back here on YouTube. we get ready for the top of the third inning. Eagles take the lead now, 4-3, off the big hit from pitcher Maria Young, helping herself on the mound there, Max.
I was gonna mention it during her at bat. It's a fun little game inside the game. I mean, it's not often you get to give yourself run insurance.
So, got a little meeting at home plate between both of the coaches. Not quite sure what they're discussing. It looks like they may be maybe holding play for a second to see if the storm passes through. I'm not quite sure. The referees haven't signaled anything to us yet, as Coach Kevin Yun and Ken Matusak are talking.
And it looked like Matusak might have been discussing with the umpire, so I don't know if he didn't like the batter's box. Maybe the weather is affecting.
You cannot see the batter's box, just
stance.
For you at home watching, if that might have been an issue. So I think they are going to hold off on the top of the third inning for a second to see if this rain will pass.
And I can't imagine we'd see any live time maintenance and upkeeping to redo the batter's box.
Yeah, there's too many fields and games going on right now. Everybody is huddled under the concession stand, which is located in the middle of the park here. We do have an ambulance and a fire truck here on scene. Not sure if something happened in a game behind us, but it looks like we are going to take a short break. So we're going to pause as well. Don't go anywhere, as right now Avon leads 4-3 in the top of the third. We're going to take a quick break and figure out what's going on here. Thanks for watching Lorain County Sports Network on YouTube. right. It's a quick one here at the Prebis Memorial Tournament as the umpires have called the game in favor of the Avon Eagles. They win by a score of 4-3 as we are getting Ken Matusak over here to talk to us, as well as our Big Frog player of the game, Maria Young, who picks up the victory. Thanks to her big hit there in that second inning, she's going to improve to 9-6 on the year, picks up the win as well. She had one single that resulted in 2 RBIs as we are done here, as they've officially called the game off. And we will get the microphone ready for Maria Young. Maria, thank you so much for giving us some time. You are our Big Frog player of the game. A quick work for you. Only 2 innings, so talk about how that felt.
It felt good. I don't know. It was wet outside, but I just tried to focus in on pitching, and I have a great defense behind me, so it was good. I felt really good.
That first inning, it took you a little bit to settle in. What would you accustom that to? The weather, obviously, or?
A little bit. I was just trying to focus on my mechanics and just really use my legs to pitch and try to throw strikes.
So 9-6, you improve your overall record on the mound, but you helped yourself out at the plate with a 2 RBI single. What were you thinking up there? How did it go as far as the at-bat?
I was just thinking short swing, and if I see anything close, I want to hit it and make contact to get the runners home, and that's what I did.
So what are your plans for this evening now that you guys are done for the day?
I don't know, have a good dinner? I don't know. I was expecting play today, and so I'm kind of sad that it didn't work out. But
got anything for Max?
Well, just something that stood out to us coming into this game is that Hoban team, I mean, they draw a lot of walks, but you did a great job attacking the zone. I mean, was that your strategy going in, or is that just kind of how things shook out?
That's just how things shook out, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to attack the zone with first pitch strikes. That's what I've been working on all year, and that's a big goal of mine, just first pitch strikes and really, doing it.
Well, congratulations on the short amount of work. You picked up the win. You helped yourself with a hit and an RBI as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I got this awesome shirt for you.
Oh, my gosh.
Courtesy of Big Frog. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you hold this up.
Okay.
We're going to take a picture of you holding it. I'll take this out of your hand. And then if you could actually hold up this player of the game bat as well with your shirt. And we will get a picture of it for you. All right, can you straighten that shirt out just a little bit? Perfect, perfect. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, we got it. Awesome job there. And also, you get to sign the bat as you are the player of the game. So go ahead and put your name on there, your number, and it was awesome to call you guys, and especially a quick game like today. So we're going to also pass the microphone now to the head coach of the Avon Eagles, Ken Matusak, giving us some time. There goes that for you, sir.
Thank you.
And I will take all of that from you. Congratulations. We'll make sure to post this on social media and try to tag you as well as our Big Frog player of the game, none other than Maria Young. Coach. Man, that was probably the quickest game you've had, right?
Yeah, it was really quick. Weather didn't cooperate today, so but it's always good to have a little short win there, and I like our girls' tenacity out there and coming back and winning.
Were you surprised they called it so fast?
I was, but I like the umpire, known Jack Hart for a long, long time, and he has the girls' safety in mind, and so do I, and so do the other coach.
Right,
so.
because normally you guys play through stuff like this as long as there's no lightning or thunder.
Correct.
But you could tell it was definitely affecting the field conditions for the fielders on both teams.
That is correct. And worst of all, it's for the pitchers.
Yes.
And we send our pitcher out there, and she hits somebody. That's when it becomes a safety issue.
Got
so
the control.
Yes, that is correct.
The control on the mound. And I seen you did a good job as soon as Maria got that hit. You said, I'm putting a Prince runner out there. Get her a little bit dry.
That is correct. and get everybody involved.
Yeah.
I really thank WOBL for covering us, and I always want to get all these girls on the radio and have a little claim to fame there.
Yeah, absolutely. What was the message that you were talking to the team about during the post game? You know, what do you think they picked up out of this short game?
Well, we just worked on conditions, like the right fielder had the ball went underneath her glove, and we said, there's 2 outs, read the position or situation, and get down on one knee, make it a single, and we get out of that inning.
Yeah.
And they ended up, have a nice timely hit and go up 3-2 on us. We talked about some base running things that we didn't do that we actually coach up. So good learning lessons here, especially at the Prebis.
And it's always good to get a win, especially after 2 innings.
It is. It is.
And now moving forward into the remainder of this weekend, I mean, what's the game plan for the rest of the night and then moving into more games?
Well, we have 2 tough games tomorrow. We play Uniontown Lake and Oswego, and those teams are all ranked. What's Lake? 11th in the state of all divisions.
Wow.
So that's going to be a tussle here tomorrow. And they come from that area, Hoban, and I asked him how Uniontown Lake is, and he said they're pretty good. They got a good pitcher, so we're looking forward to it, competing.
Is Maria expected to go back on the mound
She
tomorrow?
will. She'll go,
With the short
and then
day
we
today?
have another pitcher who will pitch the second game.
Awesome.
So, yep.
Coach, we appreciate you giving us some time, man. Great job getting that victory in short
Yes.
work. And remember, this game will be live on YouTube, and you guys can watch the replays whenever you want for some scouting.
Oh, yeah, very good. Thank you so much.
Head coach Ken
Thank you,
Matusak giving us some time as we are done in our first game ever. To anybody watching at home, we got 2 full innings in, and it was made. The decision was made to just stop everything today because the field is getting a little bit messy, and for the safety of the players, it was a right call to make. We talked about an ambulance and fire department being on scene. It looked like somebody got hit with a foul ball, and once again, that's always the dangers when you're here on the ballpark. And the fans are starting to exit here from Victory Park here in North Ridgeville. We want to thank our game sponsor for today. That was the Elyria Post of the Ohio State Highway Patrol. And they want to remind you, April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and the Ohio State Highway Patrol is reminding you to stay in the game. That means stay focused. Never drive distracted. Our visitors sponsor of the game is Smitty's Place in Elyria. It's a family tradition since 1934. Stop on by their 368 East Bridge Street location in Elyria and grab a famous Smitty burger today. Smitty's Place, where friends go to meet. We've got more softball coverage for you tomorrow, as it is a triple header on slate, as we have at 10 o'clock, Elyria Catholic taking on Marlington. Then at noon, we have the Amherst Comets battling Lake High School. And then your third game of the day will be at 2 o'clock, as we have the Midview Middies taking on Paynesville from Riverside. So for everybody here, it was I hope you enjoyed the first production of high school softball that we're able to bring you this year. Hoping the weather is a little bit better tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. It is Northeast Ohio, and as you say, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes and it will change. I want to say thank you to Johnny G, the cameraman here, who was out and about in the elements, braving this to bring you some great video footage. Edwin Vereen, producer, who's done a fantastic job. All of your graphics and everything you see on screen is what Ed is in charge of, as well as keeping us live here on YouTube. My partner, Max Drummond, we didn't get much to talk about, buddy.
Yeah, no, I guess we're going to have to save a bit more for tomorrow. I mean, it was a
We'll
great
see.
start to the game, though.
Yeah.
Definitely 2 very quality teams.
Yeah, 2 quality teams here, and Avon wins the game. They win it 4-3. They improve to 10-6 on the year, as you heard Coach Ken Matusak saying. They got some big opponents coming up tomorrow, so they're not going to be resting easy tonight. For Dave Rivera, I want to say good night from North Ridgeville. We'll catch you bright and early tomorrow at 10 a.m. Make sure you click like, follow, and subscribe to Lorain County Sports Network, your home for high school sports.